instead of getting in close.
And body shots as well. They'll want to look for to slow Curiel down like that. This is good movement and accuracy from Small. It wasn't totally outclassed by Bradley Price in July of last year for the Commonwealth title. He gave as good as he received for the first few rounds, but just ran out of steam and was stopped in 7, so that wasn't a good sign. But now he's knuckled down, Small.
Eased off the gas a little bit. Small as well. I think the first 2 rounds he was trying to go for the intentional knockout, but he seems to think, well, maybe this might not happen as quick as I think.
And that's key, isn't it, to Small's career, learning how to pace himself.
That's what he has to do. The higher the levels go up, especially if you're fighting at this pace on your toes, you've got to make sure you can deal with it. You've got to make sure you can deal with that pace.
Just out-manoeuvring, out-boxing Curiel at the moment. Small taking his time.
At the moment, Small sometimes just whips his head back, pulls his head back just out of the reach of Curiel's shot, but his hands are way down low, and the shots from Curiel are just missing him by a fraction of an inch. As you get more tired, they get closer and closer, and then start landing.
He burst onto the scene, Small, with a couple of first-round stoppage wins. Caught the eye. And he's doing that rather nicely in the 3rd. That was a good turn away. Decent footwork. There's the reflexes again, trying to annoy and frustrate Curiel.
Good variation shots with the same hand. Left hand to the head, dropped it to the body, then turning from the corner, just working him over with that left hand. Frustrating him.
Still offering his chin as a target. Hands low. And looking to spring up an uppercut like that.
At times like this, it looks like he's working, but he's actually pulling a rest.
Yeah, good round for Anthony Small. And I think we've got the Olympic gold medalist James DeGale ready to talk to Ed Robinson.
Well, James, I believe you've sparred with Anthony Small before. How do you think he's getting on here?
I think he's boxing very well. Fast, elusive, his back foot, it's lovely. The only thing is getting caught when he's coming out, his hands are far too low when he's coming out. But apart from that, I think he's boxing nice.
Curiel's a tough guy. Are there worries about Anthony Small's stamina? He's been stopped before.
Yeah, I think in his last couple of fights, he's like blown up a bit, isn't he? But if he carries on like this, I think he'll be all right. He'll definitely be all right. Your
money's on Anthony Small?
Definitely on Anthony Small. But hopefully his fitness will carry on and he'll be cool. He'll be all right.
Thanks, James.
An old friend of Small's there, James DeGale. Excellent result out in Beijing. Really good for the sport.
Good for British boxing all the way around. Small happy there in the corner. Looks like he's happy with his work. But he's so right. He's got to pace himself. Be careful. He doesn't run out of steam the second half of the fight.
Yeah, there are many rounds to go. This the 86th of Anthony Small's career and the 141st for the much more experienced and seasoned Freddy Curiel, who was in a right old battle last time out with Sven Paris on the De La Hoya Ford show in Carson, California. He was decked and lost that in 8 rounds on points, but he gave a good display, and normally does, doesn't he, Curiel?
Yeah, he does. He's tough and he's not giving up. Hands are high. Small getting his jab through the high guard of Curiel, but Curiel still trying to keep the pressure on. I like how Small starts around again, a mirror image of round 3. Nice and long on his toes, using the jab from head to body. It's just until the second half of the fight, then he gets dragged in, then he gets tired, then he gets clipped.
Deptford Small on the right of your screens with a silver and black, with Small on the front and is big on the other side. Fast-fisted. Fast talking as well. I mean, he believes he's going to be a world champion, but he said that from the day he turned pro.
You've got to believe that. Every fighter thinks they're going to make so much money and get all the trappings a fighter does get. It doesn't happen to all of them, it happens to some of them. But Small, he's smart, he's experienced, and he knows how to work the ring.
He's a motor mouth, Small, but there is something likeable about him. amiable chap outside of the ring.
He's trying to drag Curiel into making a mistake. Leaving his chin out there.
This is good, Johnny.
Shots.
This is excellent from Small. He's stepped up the gears and he's delivering the punches, and Curiel, lack of head movement, not getting that body swaying and bobbing and weaving. He needs to get to Small, and Small's not allowing him that.
Small needs to make a mistake as far as Curiel's concerned, but Small needs to be able to maintain that good work in his corner. He needs to maintain the long shots and just break Curiel's heart. Give him nothing to land.
Quick gulp of air there from Small, who I'm sure has been told by David Pereira and Spencer Fearon not to give too much early, that Curiel could be there for the entire 12 rounds.
I don't think he can. I don't think he can control that. I think he just, his nature is he wants to be flashy, he wants to be on his toes, he wants to burn up the energy. I think he'll always struggle in a fight to just calm it down.
He certainly wants to excite, and he's certainly picked it up here, Anthony Small. Best round of the fight for the South Londoner. Glittering occasion, and Anthony Small boxing well here in front of this dinner crowd, which is different, isn't it, Johnny, to sort of having your fans there?
I boxed there myself. It is a very different atmosphere. You've got to just get on with the job. You've not got your boys jeering and standing on the chair going crazy for you. You've just got to get on with the job and just try and show off and impress.
Terry O'Connor just breaking them. Busy man of late, of course, was the referee that stopped Amir Khan in those 54 seconds. Good to see Khan here and back in the public eye.
Small switching southpaw, caught him with a nice, caught Curiel with a nice left switch shot. Curiel didn't know where it was coming from. Good shot from Small.
Small rebuilding himself. He's had a couple of wins since the Bradley Price defeat over Takalou, which is a good name on paper. Takalou at the end of his career, though, and George Katsimpis. Wasn't quite as impressive in June, but a Southern Area champion. This would be a big win if you could get it against Freddy Curiel, especially after what Curiel did to Ross Minter.
What has worked for Small's style is if instead of skipping around the ring, just walk it, walk the same moves, but try and walk it, slow that style down, preserve the energy.
Yeah, rugged from Curiel, got him with a body shot, but he is open to those uppercuts. That's the problem for him. And Small wants him back to counter.
Small's grabbing a rest there with his back against the ropes.
But he's leading now, so he is mixing it up.
He's doing the right thing, but if you see he's not working constantly for 3 minutes of the round, he'll grab a rest, he'll block the shots, he'll stand against the ropes, he'll try and stand there, so he's always going to slip the shots.
Head goes in from Curiel, yep, Terry O'Connor didn't like that. Yep, rough stuff from the man based for so long in New Jersey, born in the Dominican Republic, and he has to eat a jab there from the southpaw stance. Switch hitting Anthony Small. What's all that about? Certainly growing in confidence if he has to grow.
That's right, but what Curiel's got to do, keep it rough. He may get told off by the referee now and again. He's got a rough, Small style up, get him uncomfortable, stay in his face, keep him working. That's when he gets that little bit of success.
Slipping and sliding, Anthony Small. Does get caught occasionally. He doesn't do things according to the book, Anthony Small, but I suppose it's probably too late to change him. You know, he's got to get on with what he's good at.
It's his nature, that's just how he is. You can tell when he talks like he fights.
Curiel being made to miss. It's not always going to please the referees either, I don't think. Small. A bit battered and bruised.
That's his gym style, that's his gym work. Curiel tries to pile of pressure on Small when his back's up against the ropes. He'll stick it in there, he'll roughhouse it, he'll get told, like, he'll do it again. That's what he's got to do. He'll get frustrated at times as he's getting picked off, coming in with Smalls, left uppercut, straight shots. And Smalls jumping in with the shots instead of trying to